If you've got poison ivy on your property, it can look like this. This is incredible. This is a poison ivy vine, and I'm going to show you how I take care of it right here on the Everyday Man. So the first thing you see with poison ivy when you're looking at a big heavy vine like that is the hairs on it, right? These hairs attach to the bark. Now, you're going to see when I remove it, the good news is it doesn't dig into the bark. It's just kind of attached on the surface. So it's not at all hurting the tree, but we want to get rid of this. So we need to peel that away. But here's a typical look at what poison ivy in the leaf form looks like. Here it is right down here. And you can see this time of the year, I'm in middle Ohio. You can see it's kind of glossy. It's got the 3 leaflets, and the middle leaflet always has the long stem on it, which you can see there. You can see it there. Don't touch any of this. Don't ever touch it with your hands. Check this out. Look at the size of this one and that one and that one. These are incredibly big. All right, we got a bunch of the ground cleared away. That's good enough for now. I got work boots on and long pants. So here's one here, a small one coming up around. There's the big one. There's another big one, another big one. We're gonna go through, pry these away, cut them off, soak them with the weed killer, and then we'll get to the end of this, okay? This is a big one. There we go. Oh, look at that. It broke right off. Isn't that nice? Now I'm going to try cutting it on the upside because the chips won't blow at me that way. Let's see if that works. There we go. Would you believe the size of that? That is actually poison ivy. And remember, the only thing on these that has a poison ivy sap on it is from here up to here. So I'm very safe to hold this and know that I'm not going to get contaminated with it. I don't want to harp on it, but I think it's good that you learn it like I learned it. I learned how to do this job safely, and I won't get poison ivy rash or carry it into the house where somebody else might get it, right? But here's how easy it is to get it. Look at this one here. Look at this. This is poison ivy. It's starting to get the berries on it already. It's poison ivy leaves right here. Look where this is. I've been working under there, and this thing is hanging right here. All I have to do is brush against that. You don't have to grab it and squeeze it. If you brush against that on my neck, on my cheek, whatever, you're going to get a rash from that, unless you wash. Now, here's the other thing I didn't tell you. You have a few hours, like maybe, I guess 2 or 3 hours. If you wash really thoroughly with like Dawn dishwashing soap, something that's a grease cutter or an oil cutter, you can accidentally touch it and wash your hands or wash your neck and face or take a shower and clean it off without getting a rash. You have to do it right away, though, within a couple of hours. For me, this has got to go. Look at that thing. There we go. Done. Here's one a little higher. Done. I'm going to go for an easy one. It looks like it's already pulled away from right here, and it looks kind of rotted here. So maybe that one's dead. Yeah, see how it cracked? That's a good sign that it's dead wood. I guess now we get into the big boy there. There we go. See, we'll get in all the way like that. Now I can give it a good yank. Well, look at that, huh? Hey, perfect. So this branch, this biggest one, this is the biggest one of all. It comes up, and we broke off this one right there. The other part is wrapping around that way, around the tree. I'm gonna pry that loose on the other side and see if we can't get a better grip on it here, because I really want to cut it down low. All right, so I got this pried away from the tree pretty well. I'm gonna take a cut on it without a wedge. There, I could feel it. I could feel it cut in there. All right, let's see if we can get that off now. Instead of breaking it, I think I'll be okay to cut it right there. And I'm gonna cut it backwards like I told you before, so the chips are gonna go away from me. All right, let's give this a try. I'm standing back a good 5 feet. See the way the chips are going? Huh? All right. See if I can't grab this. There we go. Get this out of here. This is a big one. Look at the size of that. See, what this one's doing is going up and in the tree, so that's not going to want to let loose. I'm going to have to just cut this one. So that's fine. And then pop it free. There you go. See? I didn't even have to get close to the main tree. I just cut in about 3/4 of the way and stopped. That weakened it enough that I could pull it away. Very nice. Anything you put the weed killer in and anything you use, you're best off throwing it out in the garbage when you're done. Don't try and clean it. That's why I'm using a disposable tin for the weed killer. There we go. Just give that a good painting. Okay, so the next step I'm going to do is go around. I got all the big ones gone. I'm going to go around and get rid of all the vines between the ground and about 4 foot high, so that I have a clean cut and there's no vines going up this tree. What that means is every single vine, no matter how thin it is, even like this, everything going up that tree, and here's some fresh poison ivy right there, is going to be dead because I'm going to cut the vine below where it's growing. We're going to go ahead and snip them off. There's a good size one there. So I'm going to get my my bar. There's a good one for the pile. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. You can't burn it because, believe it or not, the chemical that's in it will be in the smoke, and if you inhale it, you're going to get poison ivy in your lungs, and that's worse than the rash. All right, that's looking really good, isn't it? Really nice. So this is the south side of the tree. This side gets sun all the time. It's a highway of new vines climbing up, right? Look at that. We're going to snip all them. Beautiful, right? That looks a lot better. Well, I'm going to call this project done. So with that said, this is the Everyday Man saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.